I do worry about how extra I am sometimes, but actually other people worry about that as well. Yes, the full recipe is going to be in the description box below. I'm starting off by making the flax eggs. So that's 1 tablespoon of flaxseed and 3 tablespoons of water for the blondie, and 1 tablespoon of flaxseed and 2 tablespoons of water for the brownies, and then mix these up and leave them on the side, ideally for about, over 10 minutes. So now I'm measuring out 1 cup of plain flour, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then mixing that all up, and now moving on to the brownies. So that's 125 grams of plain flour, 175 grams of caster sugar, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and 45 grams of cocoa powder, and I'm mixing that all up as well. Okay, now we're moving on to the wet ingredients. So the blondie, you need a tablespoon of vegan butter or vegan margarine, and 1/4 cup of caster sugar, 4 tablespoons of brown sugar, and then you want to try and cream these all together. I thought it wasn't really not enough butter, so I added some more butter. And then you want to add the creamed butter and sugar to the flour mixture, and then add the flax egg and 1 tablespoon of molasses, or I'm using black treacle, which you can also use, and then a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then it really was not coming together at all. I don't know what's wrong with this recipe. It's a new recipe, so I had to add some milk. And here I am adding more milk. So if you have a good vegan blondie recipe, please could you let me know. Anyway, so for the brownies, I'm now doing the wet ingredients. So that's 125 millilitres of vegetable oil, 125 millilitres of soya milk, and then I'm adding in the flax egg, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. And then you want to mix it in to the flour and cocoa powder mixture. I love this bit because it all comes together and smells so good. Okay, we've now got the blondie batter and the brownie batter, but I'm going to make 4 different varieties. So from the brownie mix, I'm going to be doing a gingerbread brownie. So I've got powdered ground ginger here, and also homemade gingerbread men. And then also for the brownie, I'm doing these double cream Oreos and some dark chocolate chunks. Then for the blondie, I'm going to do one that is Lotus Biscoff biscuit flavoured. So I've got the crunchy spread and some packets of the biscuits. And the other blondie is going to be white chocolate and party wings, and these are actually accidentally vegan. Okay, and then I also might put a bit of edible glitter on, just because I'm really in an extra mood today. Okay, back to voiceover Alice, and I'm now putting the browning mixture into 2 separate bowls. I know this is creating a lot more washing up, but I thought it looked better for the YouTube, and it meant I had more bowls to lick out at the end. Anyway, I'm doing the same with the blondies, so you end up with 4 bowls. Okay, and now this is a bit difficult, a little bit of design engineering, but I was trying to make my usual brownie tin into 4 different segments. So the blondie section is a bit smaller because there's less blondie mixture. Anyway, so now I'm putting Lotus biscuits in, and then spooning that into the segment. Here I'm putting in the crunchy Biscoff spread, and some more biscuits are being placed on top. Okay, this is the other blondie mixture, and if you don't know what party wings are, they're kind of like shortbread with a sweet top, And I'm also breaking up some vegan white chocolate to go in as well. I'm putting that into the baking tin. Yes, I wanted 2 whole party rings and then just other little bits, and then I'm breaking up some more white chocolate to go on top. And then for the ginger brownies, I'm adding the powdered ginger, and then also I've got 2 larger gingerbread men which are being mixed in, and that's all going in. Like, look how nice that looks. It's like such a shiny, glossy recipe. And then I've got these super cute gingerbread men which I made about a week ago. Anyway, I'm just breaking up 2 Oreos, and then I'm cutting up a couple of squares of dark chocolate into 4 pieces. Some of it is going inside and some of it will be put on top of the mixture. Yeah, so here I am sprinkling the chocolate and then also breaking up another Oreo biscuit to go on top. And then I was extra and I did put the edible glitter on top of the gingerbread man. And there we have it, ready to go in the oven. 4 different types. Okay, there it is out of the oven. It did expand more than I thought. Ideally, I think I should have taken it out earlier because it was way too cakey in texture. So here I am peeling off the baking parchment. And then I bought these postal boxes from Etsy, but they're only 2 centimeters big because they're meant to be the right size to go through a letterbox. So the blondies and brownies are way too thick, so I've had to slice them, and here I am just sort of measuring up. I did have to cut a massive wodge off the bottoms, but that was good in a way because it meant I could taste test and spend a few days eating the scraps that remained. Yeah, but I'm just not happy with this texture. I really should have taken them out a bit earlier. I think that's my downfall, or maybe it's just a bad blondie recipe. I know this brownie recipe can be good, but I think it was just in for a bit too long. So here I am sort of rearranging it, and I just think it looks so smart and professional. And these are the Oreo ones going in as well. Yeah, so I've got little birthday cards which I made for my brother, so I'm just writing a little message in, and then I've got this tissue paper with gold hearts on, so I'm putting that underneath the baking parchment. I'd definitely say you should use the baking parchment because that will stop any greasiness coming through to the box. Yes, I'm just folding it up, and then I've got these balloon stickers. I don't know where they're from, but I'm using about 4 or 5 just to stick it down and hold it a little bit more securely. Yeah, so the card's there, and now I'm just folding up the box. The rest of this video is just me showing you how to close a box, so you can skip this bit if you already know how to use sellotape, but I don't know, I'm just showing you, it's really easy to do. And then I've also got this fragile parcel tape which I like to do. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you for watching. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Bye.